too long. You've overstepped your place. Void will cover every city of our world, starting in Vigil. A fitting end, if considered. All was created. Now all shall share our fate. First the fractured ruins, then all Terra stay. Then you, Mithras, Syrinx. Those two separate names, or is the one name together? Your first monster. Choose your soul bonded monster. You can start with this monster in future runs. An earth, fire, water, wind, earth, water, fire, wind. Sidekick, dodge, force, heal, aether, poison, tank, shield, age, critical, purge, burn, age. That reminds me of Monster Sanctuary. What's this perk here? Shield cell for 2. Okay. So it's probably just 2 in general. Aether +1 generates 1 additional Aether semi-randomly, preferring Aether this monster is missing for any of their actions. Toxic Tides. If this monster receives or applies a heal, apply poison to the enemy with the lowest amount of poison. Wait. Both your moves are heals. That sounds a little, sounds a little wild. Alright, a nickname for Nyx. Nyxe? It's a little fairy dragon, wasn't it? Memento unlocked. Alright. Syrinx. Okay, so this is Syrinx. This is who is mentioned. It's who it faded out on. We are inside the void now. The eternity of the fractured ruins has been devoured by it. Oh, entirety. Yes. Wild monsters roam this area, my old friend. I will once again require your support in battle. Okay, because we just soul bonded with you. That's the idea there. This tent appears to be rather new, which means there are people actually living in the void. And they call me mad. Just a little bit. A level 1 monster. Okay. So what's this way then? Oh, rocks. I see. Monsters can use different actions in combat. Most actions cost Aether to be used. There are 4 different elements of Aether: fire, earth, water, and wind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll find out the 5th one later. Currently do not have Aether. Your only option is to use the monster's basic attack, which can always be used to generate additional Aether based on your monster's elements. Got it. Okay, you do that every turn. Or regenerate every turn. It looks like you generated 3. Every enemy has a poise weakness. The color of the diamond icon next to their health bar corresponds to the element that they are weak to. Attack those enemies with enough hits of that element and they will be staggered. Salia skips its next action. All damage against it is increased by 50%. Try it out. You have enough Aether now to stagger your enemy. Okay. Oh, this heals you? I thought that might be the case. That's really strong. So now staggers means you can use the craft memento action. Lets you gain a monster's memento, which permanently unlocks the monster across all runs. Oh. Okay. Got it. Just got regeneration. That's strong. Inflicts poison even if creature's at full health. Okay. Worthiness screen. Your monsters gain worthiness in combat through a variety of means, like dealing damage, healing allies, or preventing enemy actions. Worthiness provides small permanent bonuses to your monster, which persist when you rebirth your monsters on future runs. Okay. So, roguelike style? Guys will find out. A monster soul. I see we have one less health. It's a monster shrine. You can create a monster there. Perform a monster rebirth there. Okay. So this is to introduce me to this mechanic. I get to summon the Tatzel Worm. Allows you to add a monster to your new monster to your party. You only require a monster soul to do so. Each monster shrine may only be used once. You start each run with 3 monster souls. Each monster shrine offers you a random selection of monsters equal to the amount of monster souls you have. However, you also need to unlock monsters first by crafting their mementos. You currently only have the mementos of the monster you fought earlier, or the memento. So that is the only option available here. Okay, makes sense. How is regeneration listed if you have Toxic Slash and Fire Claws? The nickname. This is my favorite. I don't like that for a name. It's Ed. There you go. This time let's initiate combat by performing a Void Blitz. This ability allows the Aethermancer to ambush the enemies, which removes 2 poise from the targeted enemy. This makes them easier to stagger in combat. Okay. Just like, alright. They're on the other side, man. What do you mean I can just do that? Party's almost complete. You just need your 3rd monster now. To add a 3rd monster, you need at least 1 more memento. Stagger and craft. Okay. I did stagger one already. I guess the question is, who do I want to grab? +1 Aether? What are these actions? Why do you have 5? What? Every 7 times this trait triggers applies 4 burn to each enemy. That's a tank. I don't see how you're tanky. I think I might go for the Waffle Tamer. That's a heal. You do have an attack there, right? Yeah, that works. Okay. I wanted the Waffle Tamer. And then we go ahead and we knock you down. Poison. That's right. Poison goes to the one that has the least. Take 3. Takes X earth damage and consumes a stack. X equals the amount of stacks. Why'd you take 3? Oh, because you were staggered? Is that why? That's probably why. 2 poison. You take 5, right? You took 8. It's because of the toys being broken, isn't it? Level up. Oh, now I can get the crates. Okay. On attack, heals the ally with the lowest health by 2x2. Whenever this monster generates or consumes Aether, shield self equal to the amount of Aether generated or consumed. When you reach 5 Aether of the same element, purges 1 enemy Aether of the same element and applies power to self. Triggers up to once per element per combat. Shield prevents loss of health, which can prevent corruption. Shield lasts until your next turn is capped at 50% of your max health. I like that, because you already heal with your basic, well, with everything but your basic. So I'll take that. So those appeared through that part. You're up on height now. You can use the void dash to dash between cliffs. When you get close enough to another cliff, you can see a phantom of Syrinx to indicate that you can void dash to that cliff. Try it out here by dashing to the other cliff. Press left shift to dash when you see the phantom. Okay. Cool. Whoa. Oh. Tutorial. Lily. Body made of Aether and a fellowship of beautiful little monsters. You must be an Aethermancer. My body's made of Aether. I hope you're here to help us out and not cause more problems. More problems? Who is us? That's a good question. Rude of me not to introduce myself. I'm Lily, resident witch of Pilgrim's Rest. Okay. You should come visit sometime. It's beautiful when there isn't a void threatening to swallow it whole. Perhaps I will. My name is Syrinx. I hope that no ill fate befalls Pilgrim's Rest and its people. It's sweet of you to say. I knew it. Somebody with a band of monsters following them around can't be a bad person. I don't know about that. How about this? Meet me in Pilgrim's Rest and I will offer you my services. I'm an expert at soul bonding, you see. Soul bonding uses a monster's memento to bond its soul to you, which means it's always there with you when you need it. Whenever I enter the void anew, I can choose it to be by my side. That can be useful indeed. Okay. Also, I can help you out whenever we run across each other in the void. On this blank memento, you can use it to craft the memento of a monster, right? Sure. Oh, money! No, another one. What are these? Crystals? Crystals of Aether. Some monsters will attempt to ambush you when you get close to them. You can press space to use the void parry to counter their ambush, giving you the same advantage as when you perform a void blitz. What the plant? How do I... What is the timing on that? I didn't get it, right? I did get it, okay. I don't think I deserve that, honestly. So we have a dragon. So we have another heal guy. Applies regeneration to itself whenever regeneration triggers on this monster. Applies regeneration to each other ally, then triggers regeneration on them. Okay. So you can get regeneration, +1 healing, +1 Aether. +1 Aether. You also have a heal. Applies temporary power to itself on support action. On attack, transfers all power and temporary power stacks to every other ally. That's a lot of abilities. I think I want the Mandragora. I currently have 2. I get that. Getting ways to heal would probably be really good to hold on to. Oh, we poisoned him? No. I do have... Oh no, I need 2 for fire. Okay, I can make sure you die with that. It's enough because you're broken. got a critical. Alright, now you level up. Wonder how impactful worthiness is gonna be. On Earth action from an ally applies poison to each enemy. I don't have Earth. Crit chance was 10%. On every 3 crits generates Wild Aether. Debuffs deal 4 more damage against enemies. That means that poison does 5 at a single stack, right? If I'm not mistaken. This branching paths lead deeper into the void. I can sense that each path will take me to a different zone, all part of the same biome, but with a different fate in store for me. This is but the beginning of my journey towards the core of the void. Okay. Aether Spring, Night, Envoy. Let's go to a night. Let's figure out what that means. Pilgrimage Path. Another monster! When choosing your monsters, you should primarily consider the monster's signature trait, elements, and types. This way you can quickly identify what the monster's strengths are and what role it can play in combat. Okay. You have good crit chance. Do you have anything? What does Psychic do? It doesn't tell me what that does it that way. Okay. When another ally attacks, trigger a sidekick attack on this monster against that target, dealing 1 times 4 damage based on this monster's elements. Then consumes a stack. Okay. It's not bad. Blue and green. Red, or not red. What is it? Yellow and blue. Start of your turn, heal this monster by 5, then consume a stack. So regeneration is by 5. Okay. Apply weakness, applies regeneration. Reduces the damage of each hit by 3. So I can make the enemies deal less. I'll take this then. Give it a nickname. Mango. Mango the Mandragora. I'm on a height now. If I perform a Void Blitz from a height on an enemy on the ground, it'll lose 3 poison instead of 2. Okay. Hey, you doing okay, buddy? Sir Tiberian. Hail, fellow Void Delver. Ah, you have a terrible affliction upon you. What, affliction? What do you mean? Your head is on fire. Oh, well, yeah. That's normal. It's just my face. I'm an Aethermancer, and my name is Sirius. So, if this is my face because I'm an Aethermancer, what is up with him? Haha, apologies. I've never met an Aethermancer before. Let me introduce myself, too. I am Sir Tiberian, a noble knight on his epic quest. I like to collect equipment, you see. Sometimes I'm even able to upgrade them. Let me show you what I can do for you. Sir Tiberian holds a small box to his ear and shakes it, trying to figure out what's in this mystery loot box. There's 2 pieces of equipment in there. How about it, my fellow Void Delver? Should we open it up and take 1 equipment each? You get first pick. Alright. The enemies have 6 or more Aether purges and 1 enemy Aether. Whenever this monster applies a debuff to an enemy, 15% chance to apply another stack of the same debuff. Cannot trigger with itself. So I can't do it endlessly. So that one is good. I mean, good choice. I wonder if this works with your trait. We'll find out. Fair. Oh, up there? Damn, that's far away. What is that? Doggos! Two-headed doggos. Your monsters don't have to fight alone. The Aethermancer can also use certain actions in combat, such as artifacts. Artifacts are special items that you can use in combat. Each artifact has a certain number of charges, which are refreshed when you get to a rest site, so you don't have to worry about losing them when you use them. At least one of your enemies is going to reset its poison this turn as part of its reset action. Apart from resetting its poise, reset action generates one random Aether and triggers an additional effect based on the individual monster. Enemies use reset actions the turn after they were staggered or when enough turns pass in combat without them getting staggered. Okay. It seems like it's about 2 turns. Drop them to 6. That should be enough for lethal there, especially with all that poison on them. Both of them died. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, because they take 4 more damage from poison. I need to remember that. Thanks to Ed's ability. He's very useful. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Not the item. Lance common equipment. Converts the element of the first hit of each attack into wild damage. Interesting. Sure. What does this connect me to? This just connects me back the way that I came from. Uh-oh. You use the map to teleport to any points of interest you discovered. What does this do? This fountain is what the monsterkin of Vigil simply called an equivalent exchange. Give gold and receive Aether crystals. Give Aether crystals and receive gold. We go that way. Okay, check out the Aether Spring. Hopefully it's a recovery thing, because Mango's not looking too great. Okay. Choose a monster to rebirth and add to your party. I don't want to replace anybody right now. Ooh. Turn on the lights. Experience boon. At the end of each combat, 25% chance that one of your monsters gains 1 extra experience. Lasts till the end of the run. At the end of each combat, cleanse 1 corruption from each of your monsters. Ooh. Cleansing corruption would be nice. I think I like that more than the experience. -2 corruption is good. None of your monsters take a certain amount of direct damage from enemy actions without being protected by shield they take on corruption. Corruption lowers the starting health in each following combat. Try to avoid corruption if possible. Yeah! This. A soul altar, crude altar crafted by the monsterkin many centuries ago as a place of worship for the monster deities. Release a monster soul. Sacrifice is required for those who wish to use the soul's power. Should you accept, one of your spare monster souls will be released to the void. You may then choose a temporary boon that will aid your monsters in the next 2 battles. You'll be offered a selection of boons based on the types of your monsters. The soul altar may be used multiple times, but only one of its boons may be active at once. Okay. You're fighting an ooze. Its signature trait can be tricky to fight against, as it can deal increasing amounts of damage to your whole party if left unchecked. You can inspect your enemy's signature traits by pressing F to use the inspect feature in combat. Okay. So we want to go this way. Where's the ooze? Putrid odor. Applies to poison itself whenever poison triggers on this monster's enemies also take damage from it. Doesn't trigger retaliate. Okay. +2 corruption cleanse. Ooh. What's this? This must be what the monster can call a blessed pond. For a simple offering of coin, it may cleanse one's soul. So the story goes. Oh. A minimum of 5 gold is required. I got a lot of corruption. There we go. So now we just have to leave, right? That's for the soul. What are you? Oh, that's right. That's right. Generate 2 wild, gain 1 healing, apply 3 generation. Let's go wild. Oh, it's just the soul in my possession? Oh. I thought it was one of the ones that I had. Rebirth the ooze over Ed. Retaliate generates a random Aether. At the start of combat, applies 2 redirect and shield cell for 2x3. Whenever poison triggers on an enemy, applies poison to all enemies. That's a good one. Reactive shield. Shields target ally for 2x7. Retaliate applies affliction 4. Apply 2 poison to all. I think I go with that one for it more so. Nickname for the ooze. It's Blobbin. Let's go to the witch. Should be Lily, right? You may have noticed corruption is a constant danger that diminishes your monster's survivability throughout a run. Yes. Only a few ways of cleansing corruption, and they only cleanse a limited amount of time. Successfully dealing with corruption by preventing and playing around it is one of the main challenges of an Aethermancer. Alright. Hi, Lily. I hope the blank memento I gave you helped out. Yes, it did. Aside from that, I'll always help you out with my potions and crystals to guide your monsters by refocusing their talents. Reroll an action of a monster. Reroll a trait of a monster. Aether shield. You know what? Put it on Keitra. Yeah. Oh. You're just out of range, aren't you? Yeah. Oh. It's okay. This is a champion monster. You face them at the end of each biome. They are tougher, have more skills, and use 2 actions each turn. You have to defeat them to advance to the next biome. Okay. 15! That's a lot. Two fire, 1 wind. 209! Most enemies have a simple poise weakness corresponding to one of the 4 elements. Some enemies have a special poise weakness. This champion monster isn't weak to any of the 4 elements. Instead, it simply needs to be hit with a great amount of hits to be staggered, regardless of the element. Okay. Also, since it's a champion action, it only loses, or a champion monster, it only loses 1 of its actions when it's staggered. 3 poise. I guess the shield went away. That's not good. Doesn't he die here from poison? No, Globin! Alright. Can't believe he killed Globin. A bastard. Not Mango. Okay, we're alright, we're alright. We're still alive. And he's not gonna be. He's got 28 poison. 31 poison. More poison. There we go. Oh, can't believe we lost Globin. Oh, you get 2 experience from that. Okay. Start of your turn, generate wild Aether. At the end of your turn, consumes wild Aether and deals 3 damage hit to this monster for each. Okay. On Earth action, from any ally, apply poison to each enemy. Whenever allies heal 50 or more in the same turn, deals poison. We go that way. You just lost a monster in your last fight. This happens to all Aethermancers eventually. You may use them to teleport back up a new monster. Waffle Tanger's the only one I can pick up? Okay. Your allies gain plus 15% crit chance for each regeneration stack on them. Each attack consumes 1 regeneration. On every 4 attacks from allies, purges 1 enemy Aether. Whenever this monster purges or steals Aether, break 1 poison of the same element on all enemies. That's interesting. Consumes 2 weakness among enemies as additional cost. Purges 2 enemy Aether. Alright. Alright. This is funny. Alright. So where do we go now? Have we reached the end of the tutorial? You've entered the rest site. This is a safe place in between the dangerous biomes of the void. The cauldron you see there is the monster meal, specially prepared for your monsters. It will cleanse a large amount of corruption from your monsters. Okay. I don't have anybody to summon though. Yeah. Oh, hello. Who are you? Oh, it's a merchant. Interesting. Another Aethermancer. Who are you then, child of soul? Soul? You're familiar with my kind. That's unusual. My name is Syriax. Many things are known to us. Apologies, but who is us, and what are you doing here anyway? Why, this is our home, the Fractured Ruins. Is there a better place to be on Terraste? And by us, I mean us. A humble trader living a simple and modest life. And his associate. Say hello, Sally. Are you aware you're inside of the void? Yes, the void. A natural part of our world, I'm afraid. Life and death, aether and void. 2 sides of the same coin. Put the chit-chat out of the way. Perhaps you were interested in my wares. Care to buy anything? Show me your wares. It cleanses 3 corruption on itself. Aether chance plus 33% on action. Chance to generate random aether. Damage plus 1 rare. Increases damage of each hit by 1. Okay. It looks like that one's on sale. Epic Boots. Evasion plus 25%. Plus 1 to wind damage. Plus 10% to evasion. Plus 1 to healing. A monster soul. Generates wild aether. Grants 1 experience. Okay. Oh, so it's that symbol. That's my gold. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab that. Grab that, put that there. We'll get the monster soul. We'll get the experience. You want the mango? That's okay. Mango's good. I like mango. Actually, I still can't summon anything, right? I can rebirth the warden. Ooh. So he's a tank weakness purge. For every 5th Aether purged, Aether stolen, or weakness applied by the party, applies power to self. Ooh. Hmm. I think I hold on that. It'll be alright to replace Bunny, but I want to use Bunny first and not just abandon him. Epic loot.